Hey, we're in the forest again. Today we're gonna take a look at what useful crafting materials we can find here. Okay, last time I was here I found lots of bark on a dead tree, somewhere around there. Let's check that out first. Bark is very good. I have used it in most of my projects. Okay, here it is. You can see there is plenty of bark laying around. I'll just take this smaller bit with me. Okay. And here I'm showing you the tree to assure you that there is no harm done. Alright, that's a good chunk. Now when I get home I can quickly sterilize this in the oven at low temperature. Then this can be cut up into nice looking stones and cliffs. By the way, I'm in Finland, so all of these things I collect can be found by fellow Nordic crafters. The others, well, you can find something similar, for sure. Next up we need twigs for trees. These very simple ones we just find laying around, they won't do, we have to find something better. Okay, after a while I found these dry pine branches. These are quite nicely shaped already. I won't have to add more branches with hot glue as I've done in a few other videos. I'll put one up here. This one can be turned into a pretty interesting looking tree, I think. Just one more, this one should do nicely. Okay, I won't need more than this for now. Before I put this in my bag, I can shape them a bit better. That's gonna be a large tree, perhaps for the next diorama I have in mind. I'll also take some of these extra twigs, just in case I need them. I also found some uprooted roots, so I'll make sure to take them with me as well. These can be used as trees as well, or then you just use them as roots. They can look quite good on some terrain. Just imagine these roots hanging down from a cliff. The next resource is right beside me, or actually underneath me. Gravel and small stones. I'll just put some of it in this box. Let's also throw in some larger stones to see how these look compared to the beautiful bark I have shown you in many videos. If these look very good when painted, they have one advantage compared to the bark rocks: the weight. Of course, these must be purified in the oven as well. Now let's head to that direction. I still have one thing in mind. Moss. There is actually moss everywhere in the forest. I just wanted to get to this cozy sunny spot. Let's see, we can take a bit of this white moss without upsetting anyone. You can use these bits as strange exotic foliage that you can hide somewhere on your terrain where they don't get damaged. If you keep it dry, the moss will stay intact for many years. You can also get some green moss from a drier area, such as the one I used in this video here. The one we have here is a bit too moist, so it wouldn't last long enough. Back home, I put the bark into the oven for 30 minutes at about 80 degrees Celsius. That should kill most nasty things. This is how the bark looks when painted as stone. Quite nice, right? The bark is easy to shape into impressive miniature stone. I have also used my chopped up bark to cover ground in many builds. Compared to sand and small rubble, I think it takes the paint very well with all the sharp edges. Let's see how the stone looks with a similar paint job. I paint first with a black. By the way, I washed the stone with warm water and detergent. Over the black goes a diluted dark blue. Then I overbrush with a medium grey, and lastly I finish with a tan dry brush. This looks promising already. Yeah, that is certainly comparable to the bark. The stone is obviously much heavier than the bark, which is a good thing. I think heavy terrain is good. The only downside is that the paint doesn't stick that well on the stone surface. Alright, from the sticks I'll try to make slightly better trees than these here. Most importantly, these are much thicker, better for large trees. Anyway, those are my 4 free crafting materials from the woods. I'll try to use as many of these as possible in the next build. I'll try to make a elven stronghold with bark bricks. Well, don't go break any laws, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.